Willie D Live.
And I'd rather stay in my lane than walk amongst the trash. I'm cool. Because it wouldn't serve me well to be on a roster. Man, Kobe was not going to the Knicks. He was not. He wasn't going to Philadelphia. He was going to the Lakers because they were building something. And so when you see the vision of what you're building, it's not, I don't want to be next to because they put you up and you next to this one person here, one person. I don't want to be in the middle of these two people who I'm like, I don't.
The thing about that, though, Ali, is that you would stand out so much. I'm saying that you would stand out because there's nothing like you at all, nothing remotely like you on that network. And I'm just saying, if they were to give you the deal you wanted, if they were to give you that licensing deal, I think, like as a fan of yours, I want the world to know.
They licensing deal is not enough money for what I know that I can make on my own, because I remind, a guy told me this, he helped with the same passion. Hey man, I need the world to know you, man, on Netflix. I said, YouTube is global.
True story.
He was like, didn't think about that. I said, yeah. I said, man, I have a lot of fans that can access it and they can share it and they can do all these things through YouTube. And
it's more interactive.
It's interactive. It's right. It's right
there in your face. You can see what people think about about you with the likes. You can see you see the comments is engaging. You people going back and forth. Yeah, it is a much more interactive experience. So you're right. And actually, I'm one of the people that should know better, since I do pretty well on YouTube myself.
If you was on, if this show was on Netflix, you think it would do what it does now? You think people?
I wouldn't give up YouTube for Netflix. I would not give up YouTube. I would probably do it in addition, but I would not give it up.
Yeah, because one thing is this: if I don't even know what the topic is or who you have on, I see a clip. When you clip it down, it's a lot of commercials about you talk to Nia Long. Did you talk to Nia Long?
No.
It was a clip that I thought it was Nia Long. On the thing, that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you talk to Nia Long? But it's some other lady that looks like Nia Long that you had the clip with. And I said, I'm gonna go, when I get a second, I'm finna go watch this. Cause I thought it was Nia Long. Mm-hmm. And I'm still gonna go watch it because I wanna know who this lady is that look like Nia Long. You know what I'm saying? When I saw you talk to who did you have an interview with outside of Marcus, I can see your clips and say, and pin it. Oh, I'm finna go see what Willie talking about with this person. I wouldn't do that on Netflix. I wouldn't see a commercial. I wouldn't see a clip. No clip would come to my phone from Netflix.
Will a clip come to my phone about this film you getting ready to do?
Yeah. Sure will.
And when should we expect that film? And what's the name of it? Can you say the name?
No name yet.
No name. Okay.
But it's speaking of that, the writer, when I said I wanted to do this movie, my manager got in touch with these people that write these type of movies. We got on a conference call, had a very great call. We went back and forth. They do this particular genre movie. And I'm like, cool. So they teamed me up with some writers and say, hey man, we pushing the needle forward with this. it's very exciting. It's like going back to a point that you was making about advice. So I wrote a book called Applied Advice. And that's a big thing with me. If you give me some advice, Willie, I'm probably going to apply the information. Because I can't stand for somebody for me to take my time to give some advice and then you do the opposite. And then you, man, why didn't it? Because you didn't apply the advice that I gave you. Because I gave you my expert opinion. I didn't give you just a random, I gave you my expert opinion. And that expert opinion is based upon everybody who I've talked to about this prior to you asking me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when you talking to me, you talking to 5 or 6 brains that's way smarter than me. And I'm giving you the knowledge from them. I may be the one saying it, but then you getting Dick Gregory, you getting D.L. Hughley, you getting Earthquake, you getting my partner Papa Doc, you know what I'm saying? You getting Joe. You getting a lot of other brains that's in my head that I'm giving you, and then you go do something else and then call me back and ask me why it's not working. Because you didn't take none of the advice.
You didn't apply it.
And you didn't apply it. It's like, so it's the 13 people who gave, like people, how did you get here? It's in the book.
That's dope. That's dope.
13 people that I listened to and I applied everything that they said. Over DL, the most important, it's 2 people that's the most important people in that book. B.R. Burns told me straight out of his mouth, he said, hey, if you stay in line, you'll get your opportunity.
Huh.
But if you get out of line, you will never get your opportunity because you got out of line.
Mm.
Billy D. Washington, comic from Houston.
Yeah, I know Billy D. Shouts out.
Man, it sent chills down my back just to even think about how invaluable this was. It was. It's nothing that's more valuable than what he said to me. He said, Ali, I don't say this to a lot of people. I ain't said this to nobody. So I ain't never seen nobody who could do it. When you're not on stage being funny, be interesting.
Mm.
And I sat and I thought about it, and I was like, this is comedy gold. This is golden. When you're not being funny, be interesting. Wow. I wouldn't have thought of it. I couldn't have paid for it. And when I started applying that method, combined with being honest, combined with not getting out of line, Dick Gregory would combine with tempering my attitude, combined with my mom, combined with my dad telling me, hey, the energy that you put in for somebody else, put that energy in for yourself. You ain't got to ever work for nobody. I was like, Billy, man, I can't even thank you enough for that medicine that you gave me. That was a prescription written just for me. And I thank him all the time for what I call him. Just say, man, thank you, bro. Man, nah, bro, man, you applied, man. I was like, Billy, man, but you didn't have to say it to me. You didn't have to give me nothing. You could have hoarded that and kept that to yourself. But man, that was a big deal to me. It was such a big deal because nobody owes you nothing in this game, and for somebody to give you, it's like, man, he gave me comedy life with that. He did, and I'm forever indebted to that. Because, man, when you're not being funny, be interesting, invaluable.
Well, you're invaluable to us, Ali Siddiq, man, and I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Oh, man, thank you.
It's been real. You know, we can keep going all day long, and we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. You're one of the most interesting people that I've ever known, not just interviewed, but just known, because, and that's why I like to sit down with you, because you ain't gonna just drop some nuggets, you're gonna drop a mountain, so that's beautiful, man. And I wish you all the success, more and more and more. I know it's so much more coming, because I know how hungry you are, and so I know that we're gonna continue to get blessed with more and more and more of your talent. What do you have going on right now that you want people to jump on?
Just get ready for my two sons and Rugged, because you got to jump on them now, because I just filmed 3 specials in Detroit, so last weekend. So I'm finna drop 3 more specials, Biting Off More Than You Can Chew, My Father, and The Dog. So that's big, and make sure y'all keep checking out Marcus' special, man. And bro, I'm always humble, and I always contain myself when I'm around you. But I remember being a young boy. I'm on North Side, and you rapping in the parking lot at the Rhinestone Wrangler, and I was like, that's Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. And not knowing that I would ever meet you or ever be in your presence, but it's just like being around Dick Gregory. To me, you still Willie D. It's not just he's just somebody I know now, man. This is Willie D. Do you understand? Like, and my jam was because you tickled the shit out of me with bald head hoes. Like,
that's where I first performed that song, Rhinestone Wrangler. Yeah, and when I did it in a rap battle, battle country. Well, not the battle part, but the what would they call that? The qualification part of it, where you say a regular rap, and then if you can get past that, then you go to the battle rap part. Well, the regular rap I did, bald head hoes, and they loved it so much I had to do an encore from that moment on. Every single week of the rap battle, they would make me do an encore of that song. It was just that popular, and the women wanted to hear it more than the dudes wanted to hear it, which was crazy to me, but everything worked out.
I wasn't even supposed to be in the rounds. I was a young boy, and because I was in the streets, they would let me in. And man,
I know you had to be, man, because I got like 7 years on you, bro. So, so yeah, shit. I was only 20, like, so 13 years old,
man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but thank you, man. Thanks for coming on to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Ali Siddiq.